Welcome to IKM Sessions, a space we have created in order to explain the benefits of using Midsun's RTV coating for high voltage insulators. In this video, we are going to talk about how to eliminate flashovers on high voltage insulators. There is three different approaches on how we could mitigate flashovers on high voltage insulators. First, by cleaning the insulator. Second, by modifying the design of those insulators. Or third, by modifying the surface of insulators. So the first approach is cleaning the insulators. Cleaning the insulators could be done using simple rag or by washing the insulators in live line condition or in cold condition using high pressured water. This is a short-term solution because as soon as we clean the insulator, if the source of the contamination still producing contaminants, the insulators will still be contaminated. And also there is some serious safety implication to cleaning or washing those insulators. For example, in the video you are going to see right now. This is a manually washing of insulators in a transmission line in Iraq, and you can see the necessity of cleaning those insulators is so important. Sometimes some utilities cross the line of, border the line of safety in order to perform such a job. The second approach of mitigation the problem of flashover on high voltage insulators is by modifying the design. What I mean is by increasing the grip edge distance of an insulator. The grip edge distance of an insulator normally is rated for the voltage that this insulator is going to insulate. However, some utilities have decided, as from their mitigation approach of flashover, to increase this grip edge distance. For instance, you can see here in Kuwait, the electrical utility is using more insulators per string in order to have longer or larger grip edge distance to avoid flashover. This approach works. However, also it works in the short term. As soon as the full string is contaminated, we will start seeing the same effects of that cause flashovers. The third approach is the modification of the surface of the insulator. Modification of the surface insulator could be done by using composite insulators, which they have some, I would say, mechanical issues, or by using silicone grease or RTV coating. Let's talk first about silicone grease. Silicone grease have been implemented back in the 60s, and it has been a very good solution, give very good results. The main problem with the silicone grease is it saturates very fast. Means that in very contaminated environments, the silicone grease will be saturated and we will need to remove it every 6 months, maximum a year or two. And the removal of the silicone grease is very, very tough work. So, and also has increased costs. So the silicone grease works to mitigate the problem, however, it's also a temporary solution. This leads us to RTV coating. RTV coating is one component silicone rubber dispersion, and with fillers, it's polydimethylsiloxane with some fillers to enhance the adherence and to protect against erosion, tracking and erosion. This solution has several advantages. One of the advantages of the Midsun RTV coating is that it's one part system, means that it's ready to use and it's highly resistant to UV radiation. Also, it resists high wide of temperature, from low temperature -50 to up 200, and its low surface energy. The low surface energy will give a hydrophobic effect that will eliminate all chances of production of leakage currents that would lead to flashover. In summary, there is different strategies to mitigate flashover from high voltage insulators, and the most effective one is the implementation of RTV coating. For more information, visit our website, midsunikm.com, or connect with us in social media. Thank you very much for listening, and see you next time.